hi and welcome to this hangout with me, Gary G and Sammy Falagar 517 and also Archmage Falagar about about the Rogue One first official, full trailer. And what do we think about it? So Sammy, you can start if you like.
Oh yeah, I saw it like yesterday was it, or a couple days ago, and what I saw, I was very pleased and happy to see what I saw. I mean, first of all, Felicity Jones as the one, kind of in charge of, stealing the Death Star plans. By the way, I think this is taking place between, or was it? I think it's before Star Wars, wasn't it? Yeah, because they're taking the Death Star plans.
Yeah, this is taking place just before, they got the plans for the Death Star, and this explains, how they got the plans.
Yeah.
So, in the original movies, this is never really explained. They said that, some rebels stole the plans, I think. And now we get to see, all those rebels in action and what actually happened, and of course, see Darth Vader. So it's very exciting.
And I saw that. Did you see the martial arts scene with the Asian guy? That would be, of course, Donnie Yen.
Oh yeah,
he's
so
stranger
good
to martial arts. Oh God, I mean, obviously, I don't know. I don't think he's quite a Jedi, but he kind of knew about it. He kind of was talking about it. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. You know me, all about the. I absolutely love my martial arts film. It doesn't have to be a martial arts film, but I could be watching Avengers and or let's say BVS, and something else. But I'd love to have some martial arts thrown in there. Even, I mean, I consider BVS has martial arts too because of that one scene in the thing. But this, the Batman. But this, yeah, with Donnie Yen, and I love Star Wars and the lightsaber battles and stuff like that. Just looks great, and it looks like that she forms like a kind of like a ragtag team of people when she said, "Hey, thank you for coming out with me." And then Donnie Yen stood up. It looks like they're in the back of a shuttlecraft, and you have Donnie Yen and then like her team like kind of stands up. I absolutely love that.
Oh,
now, what do you think of it?
Oh, I think first of all that visually this is very amazing, and it looks like the old movies. The ships, even when you look at them, they look like models, like plastic models almost. But at the same time, they look real, and how they are placed in space, it's very realistic. Just like mind blowing how everything is shot. The director really has an idea of Star Wars and how he should do this. So it looks amazing, and I'm not sure how I feel about the main character. I forgot her name.
You're talking Felicity Jones, or?
Yeah. She's not as likable looking as
Rey.
Rey. Yeah, Rey is a lot more like main female, and Felicity Jones looks more like the other type of a character. Damn it, I forgot the word.
Again, maybe because she's not really a Jedi or warrior so much like a physical warrior. Maybe she's more of, that's right, it's Rogue One. Maybe she's more of just like a pilot fighter. That could also be the case. Maybe she has that kind of a look, right? Like a pilot look? Okay.
Yeah.
She looks like
more,
a pilot.
Yeah, kind of like more, regular look to her.
Okay.
I mean, she's not bad or anything. I just don't feel the same likability like I felt with immediately, when I saw Rey on the screen. She's so sweet and beautiful and everything.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, that is very good because this is taking place years and years before, different characters, different everything. So you'll get to see like a different side from the Star Wars universe.
Yes.
Really. So it's
How about Forrest Whitaker in that role? He would be the black gentleman with the beard and kind of like the hair is kind of. Oh, I absolutely love Forrest Whitaker. I mean.
Yeah, he kind of has the
ghost dog and everything.
He kind of has that Yoda, you can say, role almost.
Yes.
The wise guy.
Yeah, the wise guy, and I'm not too sure. I don't think I really heard him speak in there. He had like one little word, but I couldn't hear if he had like a British accent like everyone else does. But then again, I mean, if you went by Finn, he didn't have a British accent at all either. And then again, also Lando Calrissian didn't have a British accent at all, contradictory to the fact that Finn, the actor who played Finn, he actually is British and he has a British accent. So they didn't go with his natural accent, you know what I mean? They made him speak like an American accent, but then the people around him, of course, you know, Rey has a British accent, but he did not. So
yeah, that's very strange how they decide to do that. You have a British accent, you don't have a British accent.
Yeah, I mean, he was a stormtrooper, and if you look at the majority of the people of the Empire and not the Empire, the First Order, but they're like a spawn off of Empire. They're British people. They're basically like Nazis, and they have like a British accent. So it's kind of strange that he's there, and he was taken from birth. He was taken as a child, so which is strange. He grew up over there, and he doesn't have the British accent. Oh, and I have to thank Movie Mike for letting me know that the one who played the female stormtrooper in the silver, that's
oh
that's
yeah. I know.
Oh,
I know,
you know
Sammy.
Yeah,
That's news.
I know because for Movie Mike when he told me, so I was like, okay. So you know, when I watched it again, you know, I got my Blu-ray over there, and I listened to it, and I told my brother, and I don't know who that is because he doesn't see the show.
Oh no.
But, yeah, I said, okay, yeah. Like
Captain Phasma.
God, that's it, Phasma, Captain Phasma. Oh, you have a garbage chute, a garbage disposal. And how about a trash compactor? Oh yeah, just like in the first Star Wars. Oh man.
Yeah, fortunately she wasn't very much in the movie, but I am sure that she's going to appear, you know, later.
Yeah. They mostly evolved around like Hux. Hux and of course Rylan. Well, not Rylan, Kylo Ren.
Yeah, we'll see. But for this movie, particularly, you know, Rogue One, I think that is going to be a very different movie than all the rest of Star Wars that we've seen. And they said that there was like new planet Jeddah, which sounds very cool. You know, Jeddah. Yeah, maybe I've heard something about that it's going to be like a Jedi planet. So if that's the case, that's very interesting. What the hell happened to it? You know?
Yeah.
Maybe the Death Star
it got blown up.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm excited for this movie. It's kind of, you know, like sub-movie. It's not the main, you know, Star Wars.
And I'm okay with that. I like that.
Yeah, but it still could be one of the best movies ever, you know, if it's done right. Yes. So no matter if it's a part of, you know, the main episodes or not, it's still going to be a great movie, hopefully. So, yeah.
This one looks like it's going to be like a science fiction spy thriller. Because because you know what she's doing, she's like a spy. She has to go in there and infiltrate the Empire and then take the plans, you know, and get out. Think James Bond in a science fiction world, but female. Something like that, I guess.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I can't really say where, you know, what direction they are going to go or anything like that. But I'm just, you know, open to whatever it is. You know, I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm not hardcore Star Wars fan that I'm going to be mad about every little thing.
No, yeah.
I'm just going to be, you know, go with an open mind and see how the movie is. And I heard that they have like a ton of, you know, problems behind the scenes with the production, that the movie was, you know, cut again, and then some reshoots and some edit stuff and all of that. But hopefully that they're going to figure it out. Because we don't want to have half of the movie on the floor and the rest of the movie, or at least, you know, to combine the best.
Yeah. I mean, if they're gonna cut anything, make an uncut version on a Blu-ray. You know what I mean? Or at least put in the extras what was cut.
Yeah, hopefully not every movie is going to become like Batman v Superman. You know, cut something out and then
put it back. Oh, that would be like. If that starts to happen, then this is like the start of it. It started with the Batman vs Superman to do that. I don't mind. No. Actually, it started with the Lord of the Rings in a way, because they're the ones that, you know, if you think about it, you know, Lord of the Rings, and you get the extended cut, You know, and it came out even longer than what the film is. I didn't mind those, and you know, it's kind of cool that they added. Maybe I have to see Batman vs Superman again just to try to pay attention and notice what the new footage was. Because as far as I can tell,
a
I
ton.
couldn't tell. Really?
It's a ton. No, it's a ton. You see, like, it's 30 minutes, Sammy.
Yeah, I noticed that, but then I'm looking, what was added besides the fact that it's like another 30 more minutes? It didn't. I couldn't notice anything.
Oh,
But,
Sammy, please.
but I only saw it one time in theaters. You know, remember that. I only saw it one time in theaters. So I'm really looking for it. You know, and looking for some more like, you know, some more fights and kung fu and stuff. But I didn't get any of that. And but yeah.
Yeah, Donnie Yen is badass.
Oh yeah,
sure.
Getting back to this. Yeah, Donnie Yen. I mean, if you've yet to see the Yip Man series, remember I shared the thing with Mike Tyson. You got to start with the first one though, otherwise it's not going to make sense. You just go up to the third one and then it's not going to make sense. You got to hit the first and then the second, of course. The second's fantastic, and the third one, I think it was the second one. Yeah, well, he's fighting in the ring, and he's fighting like a whole slew of guys. Like they just kept putting different fighters on him. He was great in there, and I think he was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I can't remember. I know he was in Iron Monkey. He was in that. He was actually fearless.
I have no idea, but he's very good. So that's the bottom line. He's very good, and
absolutely yes.
And he's very fast and looks very young for his age. So
yeah, I cannot believe it. I mean, he's like an ageless guy. You know, I've seen stuff from like in his 90s. If you ever seen also Highlander Endgame with, you know, Adrian Paul and Christopher Lambert, they brought them both together in Highlander Endgame with Bruce Payne as a bad guy, and Donnie Yen was in there, and he was fighting.
Don't think I saw that. I saw, you know, the Highlander TV show, but not really the old movies.
Yeah, this is like in the 90s, and I like where it's like I thought you were a man of honor, and then they're fighting. It's like, honor is not in the sword, but it's in the man. And then they start going like hand to hand. It was like, oh, I loved it.
That's a very good line, actually.
It's
very wise.
And that's how it went.
Good, very good, Sammy. But I think we can wrap this up. So overall thoughts of the new, you know, Rogue One trailer is the first trailer. I think they showed enough, and they didn't spoil anything from the story, from the plot. So that's important. I personally, you know, now switch to the other side. I don't want to know. It's not like before, like give me more, and when I finally go to the movies and actually see the movie, and I'm like, yeah, I saw this in the trailer, I saw this in the trailer, I know what's going on here. You know, I don't want to see that much, and I don't want to see any movie clips. I'm going to try to stay away from that, because movie clips spoil even more, because it's like a whole scene almost sometimes.
Just watch the movie clips after you see the movie. Like once you see the movie, then I'm okay with seeing the movie clips, because it's like, because you want to see the movie again, but you don't want to pay. But you see the movie clips, and it's like
something like that. Yeah. So overall thoughts, Sammy.
Overall thoughts on hold on, let me switch back here. Overall thoughts on Star Wars Rogue One. I'm super excited for it, and it's like we don't have to wait long. It's like August, September, October, November, December. 4 more months. Four more months. You know, like around Christmas time. So I cannot wait. And then once that happens, we just have to wait like what, another two or 3 more months for episode 8. So yes, and I like the direction that they're kind of going backwards, giving us a feel of the, you know, back to the original days of the original Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, which to me is still like probably the best. And then Return of the Jedi, you know, going back to that kind of universe, going back to that world. Who knows? There's probably going to be mention of some of these characters, like Ben, and I guess you can't really say Luke yet, because, you know, he hasn't really been kind of discovered on Tatooine. But some of the characters that were, you know, in Star Wars, you can probably they'll make reference with it, like Vader being the big one. Looking forward to it. Super stoked. And what about you?
Actually. Yeah, Sammy, absolutely. Sorry to interrupt you, because you said Vader, and I like drifted away for a second.
Oh no, it's okay. It happens to me all the time.
Because because I thought about how they showed Darth Vader in this trailer. It was just his head and his
Yeah.
breathing again, and I don't really want to see a lot of him in the trailers anyways, because I do want to enjoy every second of him on the big screen. So
Yes.
again, I don't want to see this spoiled. So I'm happy that they actually didn't show him this time.
Just limit that because it's a big, good.
Yeah, not that we haven't seen Darth Vader for like 4 movies, like even more actually. I think like 5 movies now. Yeah, with episode 3. Episode 1, 2, oh.
Oh, 4 movies. Because we didn't see him until the end of Sith when he was in the costume. Where's Padme?
Yeah, episode 3.
Sorry, but you killed her. You were so pissed off. What? But she was alive when I left. No! Yeah. So good.
Well, I really liked that when I was little. Yeah, to watch that. I really love that. Although I know that it's kind of lame, but I thought that it was appropriate for his character, and he was immature. He was just a young guy and immature and all of that. So, and he was angry and unbalanced and just crazy.
Yeah. He's not going to suddenly become the Vader that we know from Star Wars and Empire and Jedi. The moment they put on the thing, he still was Anakin, still, kind of like, like the way, the young guy. So of course, he's still gonna, it's be kind of jarring. You know what I mean? He's still, it's something he would say as Anakin outside of the mask. No, I could picture him. I could see it. So
yeah, because he's also, like I said, unbalanced emotionally, and he's like a spoiled brat or something. He's acting so immaturely, and he can't deal with his feelings and. When he realized what he's done, and it's like I think it's totally appropriate to the character, no matter how lame it may seem to other people. But he's a young guy. He's not that Darth Vader that we know that is like 20 years later. Darth Vader, no. This is a young guy, and the next Darth Vader that is the mature guy Darth Vader, that is totally different person. Of course, he's like 40 years old at least.
Yeah.
Yes. By the time they reach the original Star Wars movies, so normal, I think, for that character. Okay, so yeah, I think that this is going to be big, huge, and awesome, and at least visually we can be sure that it's going to deliver like 100%.
Yes.
It feels like Star Wars. It feels like classic Star Wars. It doesn't feel anything like the prequels. It doesn't feel much like Episode 7 because Episode 7 is much later, and it's normal to feel like the older movies because it takes place between the older movies, and so I think it's great, and I can really feel it as a Star Wars movie totally. So let's keep our fingers crossed that it's going to be very close, as good as Episode 7.
Yes, hell yes.
Maybe in a different way good, but still very good.
Yes. Oh yeah, and I'm not expecting any kind of brilliant Chinese kung fu lightsaber battles in this one. I'm expecting more of fighting in their X-wings and more blasters being fought, like troops, you know what I mean? Like more firefights and dogfights versus martial arts, except for the scenes with maybe Daniel.
Yeah, well, I'm not thinking very much, about the fights, but as as the movie as a whole, basically. That's what I'm thinking about. So even if it has its own style, which is going to have, its own style, I just hope that it's going to be a very solid movie, but with, rewatchability, because Star Wars, Episode 7, I can rewatch it like at least 2 or 3 more times.
Absolutely.
And I can still enjoy it. So I hope that this is going to be one of those movies that you want to go and see it again, like we went and saw it again in the movie theater. I paid for it twice.
Yes, and I know you're not a huge Star Wars fan, but I mean you like Star Wars and you like science fiction. Excuse me, I do recommend going back and checking out there's a couple Corman classics. There's a bunch I know, but a couple I can recommend right off. Check out Star Crash. It's directed by Luigi. He's like an Italian director. I think it was like under a false name. That, and it's David Hasselhoff's first film, I believe, and also has Christopher Plummer in it, and the beautiful Carol Monroe. I think her name is Carol Monroe. Oh, Caroline Monroe. Carol Monroe. And then the other one is Battle Beyond the Stars. So do check out those films, and Battle Beyond the Stars has George Peppard in it. So do check out Star Crash and Battle Beyond the Stars. Look them up, and you may enjoy them. You know, has that.
Well,
like,
you have to
Star
give
Wars
me the link, Sammy.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll look for it.
I did saw some, older movies, like there was like a horror science fiction movie. I think it was called The Critters or something.
Oh, Critters! I've not seen that yet. I want to see it.
Oh.
Wow, Critters! Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Maybe the first horror movie that I ever saw. The second, I think, was Resident Evil 1, and maybe the third was The Ring.
Oh, The Ring. What was the one before The Ring? Resident Evil 1? Resident Evil 1. Oh, yes. I like that.
Yeah.
I got it right over there, and I feel like I want to pop it on. Because it's the new Resident Evil film. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, absolutely. And what do I want to say? Oh, yeah, and something funny, about the Critters, that when I played Destiny, there's a particular evil creatures that just start to run right at you, like right in your face, and I call them the Critters.
Did they kind of look like them too? Yeah, I know what they look like. They're like run like kind of like a ball, not ball, but like almost like a round shape and small and sharp teeth and.
Oh yeah,
wow.
They absolutely do not look like them, but maybe a little bit in the mouth and the teeth. It's like Critters, but with the human alien body or something,
Oh jeez.
But they are annoying and dangerous like the Critters, they are right after you and they attack you right in your face, and I'm taking my blasting hand and just like, talk to the hand.
That's fantastic. I'm glad you've gone back to Destiny, a game I've yet to. Is that available on PC as well?
Unfortunately not. It's such a great game to be on PC. It's such a great game to be on PC, but it's not. But hopefully, someday they are not saying absolutely no, but I don't know.
And I wanted to say, I guess the Critters are a kind of creatures you probably do not want to give a kiss. Absolutely.
God, no.
Yeah. Oh man.
Nope.
Definitely razors. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it pretty much. Something to add, Sammy?
Nope. As I said, super stoked for it, and I'm glad they're kind of going back to, I guess, almost like the beginning, and we get to see more dogfights and firefights. So you see a different side to Star Wars where it's more heavy focus on that versus all the lightsaber fights, which I still absolutely love. But I love science fiction in general is my second favorite genre, first being fantasy and sword and sorcery. Like I said, I love things like Star Crash, Forbidden World, and Forbidden Planet. That's like an old Leslie Nielsen one. I love stuff like that, old sci-fi stuff, The Day the Earth Stood Still. So I'm going to love this. How about you, Gary?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. But it's definitely one of my most, anticipated movies of the year. Like, I don't know what's left, but it's definitely like on top somewhere.
Infinity War. 60 plus guys and 60 Infinity War. It's gonna have 60 plus Marvel superheroes, Captain, all the Avengers, and we're gonna hopefully, God willing, they're gonna put in, because there's 60 plus. Doctor Strange are gonna be in there. The Defenders, which is Jess Jones with Luke Cage, Daredevil, all those guys, Iron Fist, all together, and with those actors, Brian Cox and all that, and Jess Jones and all that, all together with the Avengers. How awesome is that? 60 plus heroes and Doctor Strange. And hopefully in Spider-Man, hopefully they'll be able to 60 plus heroes. Hopefully we're gonna see Howard the Duck. I love that.
Oh, wait a second, Sammy, are you sure?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely positive. And in case you're wondering, remember that duck you saw at the end? This is what it is. Hold on, let me go ahead and do this.
Oh God, because I didn't hear that they're going to put the TV heroes in the movies. At least not yet.
Oh, but keep in mind, this is gonna be like next year. So it's probably, we'll get that established. There's the next series, Infinity Wars. So I do know that it's going to be 60 plus Marvel heroes. So, I mean, they're going to be hard pressed if they don't use the Defenders to to put as part of that 60, because you have the Avengers, we know who they are, but that doesn't even come close to 60. You got to put Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be in there. You can throw them all in the blender, and oh my God, heart attack because I'm just thinking about it.
Oh yeah, very exciting, but
shirt over there.
I have to really check who is in that movie, because I'm going to be surprised if they put Daredevil in it. Really.
Oh God willing, he was kind of supposed to be in Civil War, but I guess it was too late. You know what I mean? They had already filmed it. There was he was doing his season 1 or whatever, and starting on season 2, I guess, and they couldn't integrate him in, but that to showcase that it's part of the universe. And you've heard reference in Daredevil. When Luke Cage also said, and in Jess Jones, okay, so there's the Boy Scout, there's a big green guy, and then there's me, and then you.
I know.
Yeah, see how they have the reference to, and the attack on New York. I love it.
Absolutely, Sammy. I know, but let's finish this hangout.
Yeah, I'm done.
As always, it should have been very brief, but as always, we gone off topic, like totally off.
Yep.
So yeah,
it's okay. People get a little bit more than what you expect here with our hangouts. You get a little bit more information than what the title implies.
Yeah, so let's say we are just excited about too many things at once.
Yeah, next time we have to do another one with all those Marvel guys. Maybe with Comic Defender and Trey Passer and the comic geeks out there, Malik X, and yeah. I always love rolling with that crew. You guys are like really awesome to be in a hangout with. I gotta tell you.
Totally. So yeah, and I'm trying to contact Devin hopefully for tomorrow. So Devin, if you're watching this, please write to me. Yeah, please. We want you in that hangout. We want you in that hangout, please.
He disappeared off the face of the earth. But he does comment. I see that. But then maybe you're not familiar, but Comics Defender, Devin. I did some DC stuff too. I know you absolutely love. Like BVS and all that, and the Killing Joke and Suicide Squad. I got my reviews of that too, so if you want to swing by my channel and check it out.
Oh yeah, of course. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you to Sammy for this hangout, of course, as always. Awesome times.
Yes.
And yeah, till our next hangout, guys, and
tomorrow.
Whatever videos we come up with.
Yeah, what tomorrow? Remember the Suicide Squad thing?
I know, but I don't want to promise.
Okay,
now.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so let's just say that hopefully we're going to do this, because if we are going to say that we are going to do this, and something will happen.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Potentially, okay.
Potentially, it's possible. For us to have, and if everything if everyone are able to come at the same time, we can do this, yeah.
Because I know Trey Passer so far is absolutely on board, and so is Malik X. It's just Devin. So even if it's just, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if it's just us 4, it's good.
Yeah, but I really hope that Devin comes as well.
But I really hope to God that Devin does come, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you again, and till next time with Gary Reviews and Falagar 517, or the next channel, Archmage Falagar, and with me, Gary Reviews and Gary G Gaming.